So I didn't make an official video on this, but the Bucs won their final game of the year, 31-24 against the New Orleans Saints. It was a very good game for the most part. Obviously, Jameis Winston had his ups and his downs, but when Jameis Winston needed to be clutch, he was clutch, and he played a okay game in some areas and obviously a bad game in other areas. Early on, he did not play a very good game, throwing 3 interceptions. Terrible interceptions too, but at the end he really did show that he was a pretty clutch quarterback, and Chris Godwin proved that he is a rising star for this team. I'm probably gonna make a video on Chris Godwin later down the line, but Chris Godwin looked amazing. Jameis Winston looked good on some bits. Obviously 3 interceptions is never good, but still he was pretty clutch when he needed to be clutch in the end. Mike Evans had a good game, eclipsing 1,000 yards for his 4th season in a row. He's never had a season below 1,000 yards, so he can hang his hat on that. Adam Humphries looked good for some plays. Peyton Barber again looked good, whereas Doug Martin did not look good. I do believe Doug Martin's time with the team is over, though. He did not look good under any circumstances. And, you know, all in all, it was a pretty fun game to watch. Defense played good when it needed to. Obviously, it wasn't perfect, but we did keep Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram in check. More so Mark Ingram than Alvin Kamara, but to be honest, Alvin Kamara is a pretty hard guy to keep in check. With how good the Saints offense is, I feel that we played pretty good, and I feel like the offense answered right back when it needed to. Really wasn't that bad. We didn't have Deshaun Jackson in this game, so that did kind of stink. That was kind of unfortunate, but I feel that the Bucs really played as tough of, they really played hard, you know. They had a special teams touchdown. Great play by Josh Robinson. I feel one of the most underrated players that the Buccaneers have. Good strip, returned Isaiah Johnson for a touchdown. That was very, very good play. This team played hard. This team played for Dirk Cutter, who is now staying with the team. And as of right now, it looks like no coaching staff changes are going to be made. So that'll be very interesting going forward with the offseason. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with Mike Smith, what happens with Todd Monken, the rest of the staff, Jay Hayes as well. Jack Del Rio is now a head coach, or is now a free man, I guess you could say. He was fired from the Oakland Raiders. So do you replace Mike Smith? What if Mike Smith gets a head coaching job? What happens there? If Mike Smith does leave or we do get rid of him, honestly, maybe look for Jack Del Rio to be brought in, because he was the head coach for Dirk Cutter when they were both in Jacksonville. So the connection's obviously there. And I wouldn't be mad at Jack Del Rio being our new defensive coordinator if we do get rid of Mike Smith. You know, Gerald McCoy's a tough guy. He played through some injuries. It was very impressive. Ryan Russell looked impressive in the last game. He had a couple of sacks. Clinton McDonald looked good. We finally got pressure. It sucks that it took us all year to get pressure, but we finally did get pressure when it mattered. It was important. Chris Conte was still playing his heart out. Brent Grimes, I thought, played good. He also might be coming back, which I think is very interesting. We definitely should get him back. They are in talks now about bringing him back, and let's be honest, we do need him back. All in all, I really thought that this team was playing hard. You know, they've been playing hard this last month or so. They've really been playing out of their. They've really been trying. You know, it's shown that they've been trying to play for Dirk, and we have a little bit of momentum now going into next year. We did finish the year beating the team that won the division, so you really can't complain too much. Now we look forward into the off season. Re-signing players is going to be the first step. Coaching staff changes is going to be the first step, but as it stands right now, nothing's really going to change. We'll see. Maybe Mike Smith gets brought on as a head coach somewhere. But as of right now, we can celebrate our win. We can watch some playoff games. You know, maybe some guys who are going to be free agents are going to get, you know, not re-signed by these playoff teams, so look out for guys like that. You know, definitely look up some guys with some expiring contracts and see, you know, see what certain players bring to the table. It's going to be a very fun offseason, in my opinion. I'm very excited about it. Who knows what's going to happen, honestly. The way the Bucs run things now, who really knows what's going to happen? I'm just happy that we came in with a win. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, but draft position, you know, we could have had the 4th pick and now we have the 7th pick. Guys, I'm not really a guy who I'm not really a guy who agrees with playing for draft picks. I'm a guy who, if we get a win, great, we got to win. And I want to apologize to, I know I bought into the John Gruden hype, as did a lot of people, and the Bucs did make a run at him, but John Gruden did not accept. He still might, I don't know, actually. We still have a few days. But, I want to apologize for hyping it up so much and, in a way, misleading you guys. I bought into the hype as much as the average person who wanted John Gruden back. Can you blame me, though? It was John Gruden, and I was excited at the possibility of him coming back. However, if he does go to the Raiders, we can calm down now, because there's no way he'll be coming back ever, more than likely. But I do want to apologize. I was wrong, and I'm sincerely sorry about that I hyped it up so much. I was talking about all this stuff, and I do sincerely apologize. I'm humbled by this state of events. Most of the predictions I've made this year have been wrong anyway, so, you know, again, but I sincerely apologize for that. But all in all, good team win, good hard-fought effort. This team fought hard to end the year, not just for this game, but for the last couple of games. You know, very close games, and you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens now. Are we going to run a 3-4 defense? We're going to run the 4-3. What's going to happen? It's really anybody's guess at this point, but I'm sure it will be exciting nonetheless. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, what do you guys think about the Bucs win? Let me know down in the comments section below. Overall, I was happy with Peyton Barber. I was happy with Chris Godwin. Jameis looked... 3 interceptions is bad, but he was clutch when he needed to be, and that's really what matters. Adam Humphries looked good. Mike Evans looked good. Cameron Brate had a couple of clutch plays. I know he had a 4th and 10 catch. That was very good. We finally got pressure. Shout out to Ryan Russell, you know. Shout out to... Not Jeremy Clark, Frank Clark. Shout out to Frank Clark and Quan Alexander. Whenever the Saints ran a fake field goal, they killed the kicker. It was great. Shout out to Levante for having a great season. Shout out to Brent Grimes. Please come back. Shout out to Vernon Hargraves, because, you know, I was rough on him this year. You know, shout out to Chris Conte. Played out of his mind to finish off the year. Shout out to Joel McCoy. Played through freaking torn shoulder. That's rough. Maybe it was a torn shoulder. I can't remember. All in all, this team showed at the very end that, you know, we have guts, and we'll play hard, you know, and that's exciting. And we have another year of Dirk, 3rd year. I didn't necessarily agree with it, but now I've got to roll with it. And we've all got to roll with it now. So, you know, I really wanted John Gruden back, but if we made a run at him and we didn't get him, well then, my support is back on Camp Dirk. And I am sorry that I misled all of you and led you astray. I apologize for that, but all I can do now is get behind my current head coach. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this quick video. Again, let me know what you guys thought about the Buccaneers final game down in the comment section below. Stay tuned for probably a Q&A live stream coming up soon to celebrate 500 subscribers, as well as a giveaway. We are going to have some fun stuff in store, guys, for 2018. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next video. But until then, goodbye for now, guys.